Dewey Rock on the track.
Welcome to eMerge Podcast 360. I'm your host, Maserati. We want to thank you for tuning in. No matter where you are in this metaverse world, we're going to continue to bring you the best quality content and formula that we know how. We want to thank you for tuning in tonight on this Pioneer Wednesday as we are visiting one of our local business owners in the local neighborhood. Yes, we're stopping in and we're going to visit with one of our local convenience stores of 19 plus years of business. We're stopping in. Born in Pakistan, Lahore. His dad is Professor Muhammad Naswa. His mom was Mursat Begum Naswa. He was educated at Central Model Lahore, grades 1 through 10, former Christian College of Lahore, Pakistan, grades 10 through 12. And he is the Punjab University Lahore graduate with a bachelor's arts degree from Punjab Law College of Lahore of 1 year. He came to the U.S. in 1997 to New York, where he had 1 year computer programming. He's married to Faiza Shabazz, where they were married in 9/9/2001 in Philadelphia. He is the father of 3 children, Momin Nazwa, Jovindha, Anma Mohsin Jovindha, his daughter, and his youngest son, Humza Mohsin Jovindha. And he came to Basketball People in 2004. We talking none other, y'all. I can't even hold it any longer. We with MJ, Mr. Muhammad Mohsin Jovindha of MJ Speed Mark. We know him, a.k.a. MJ's of West Jefferson Avenue. We got him in the building, y'all. We want to thank you for joining us. This show is being brought to you by Involved Social Civic Club and MJ's Mart. Hey, once again, we want to thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscriptions on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter thus far. Hey, y'all, we got him in the building. Everybody loves him, none other than our own MJ. How you doing, my brother?
Very good. And hi to everybody. Yes, sir. This is me, MJ here.
Yes, we got MJ. MJ, how you doing, bro? And how's life been treating you?
Thank God. Bless her. I've been blessed. I've been here for such a long time with the part of the community. So I'm so proud and I'm so happy that I've been here and all the love people gave me since all these years. That's the most important thing what I earned over here is the love of the people. So that's a blessing which comes from the God only. And I'm thankful to everybody for loving me.
Right, MJ. And like I say, the response we have been getting thus far on the post on Facebook and Instagram, it's been very overwhelming, MJ. Everybody loves MJ. But MJ, kind of share with us about how it was for you growing up in Pakistan. Kind of let us into the personal life of Mr. Muhammad MJ.
Yes, sir. It was been beautiful life I had over there. So living over there all up to half of the portion of my life, 1/4. So everything was good, but I wanted to explore some new places. I did went to Europe. I lived a little bit in Germany. I stayed there, and I went to Denmark. I stayed there a couple of months over there, and then I went back, and then I went to Canada. I lived over there, but I didn't like it over there too. So I wanted to go back, but one of my cousins said, you need to come to USA. You're gonna feel like home over here. So I was going back, but in 1997, I said, okay, instead of going back, I will just go and see how is the USA. So I made it to the USA, and then that gave me the warmth of the home and since that 1997. I said, this is my home. So after that, I've been here, and it's a blessing of God, sir.
Right, MJ. 19 plus years of business. We got a chance to meet your family. We know your kids. We seen your kids grow up here, and you have a beautiful family, MJ. But I want to really talk to you, MJ, about the business side of it. What it really get down to, the meat and the potatoes. You're a very educated man. Kind of share with us, MJ, the journey that you taken from high school, and how was it going to college, and actually high school being college, and then going to college and putting it all together and coming here and putting the business together and trying to survive in a city small like Bastrop.
Yeah, when I came in, and I was looking to do something actually in Philadelphia area, but I was trying to find it's very hard to start any business in big cities, in tri-state area, New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. Up to Delaware, I was trying to find something, but it was very hard to. For the first time, I was doing a job, but I never had my own business. So it was hard for me to start something over there. But I have one of my friends, he was living over here in Weston, and he got into an accident, and he had one of his friends with him. He was also from Pakistan, and he used to have this store in 2000. Mr. Muhammad Khan was his name. So I came to see my friend in Shreveport in the hospital because this Muhammad, the guy who used to own this Texaco store, he died, and the other guy who was with him, his wife and his kids, everybody was in the hospital. So I just flew from Philly to see him in the hospital. It was a big tragedy. So I stayed one night, and then I went back, and he told me that his friend who was with him, he died, and he has two stores. So if you want to do something, why don't you come over here and check it out? So I flew back again, and when I flew back, I've seen a lot of stores, and when I came to the backstop first time in my life, I never even knew that there's a backstop Louisiana on the map. And I came, and when I came in, and I seen outside all the old school people were standing, a lot of people were standing, I stayed outside for 15, 20, 30 minutes, and all them old people going in, women going in, children going in, going out. And the other thing which I liked it, when I came into the store, I seen there was no beer and liquor. That was the one more important reason for me, because I didn't want to be involved in the liquor business. So it's according to all religions, it's not allowed. So I didn't want to do. And was the store. There was a lot of other stores available when I came in 2004 in Monroe and everywhere. If you guys know, everywhere there's no convenience store without beer and liquor. And there's everybody says you cannot even survive without beer and liquor. But when you have a faith on a God, so I had a faith in a God. I said, no, I don't want to do no beer and liquor. This store is small. This store is just like that, and this is the people are, I felt the love of people while standing out there. I said, this is the place I want to be. I went back. I flew back. I told my wife, and we were just got married, and my son was 2 years old that time. And I told her, I said, we're going to take a chance. We have a life to start. So she was, I appreciate her. She put a faith on me, and she said, okay, whatever you say. She left her whole family. Her whole family was in Philly. All my relatives, everybody was in Philly. And we drove from there till we came over here. And since that, I've been came in since 2004. As everybody knows me, I work 7 days a week. I work 18 hours a day. I work all those years. I've been helped with such a long time. All these people who helped me long. Miss Neil Edmond used to work. All these people who helped me to stay, and we work. Miss Paula Green been with me almost 18, 19 years. She been whenever she comes and she goes, and she moved to Texas. She go anywhere in the world, she come back, and she come back to me. So it's a blessing to have. Another thing is the love of people. I always tell people, anywhere you go, you cannot succeed if you have faith in a God and you love what you do. You'll be all right. You pray and you work hard. God will make the way. There's nothing you cannot succeed if you have faith in the God and you work hard, God make the ways, and even don't even have you don't have to be have that big and this thing. You do something small. You start with small thing and you do, and you have faith. You can grow as much you want. So, but you have to respect and love. I always tell you can buy anything in the world with money, but you cannot buy no love. Love only comes if you give love. So I'm so blessed. So I was other day standing. There's four generations. One great grandmother and her mother, and then daughter, then granddaughter. I have customers which have four generation customers come to me. It's a blessing, and I always tell money is not thing. Earning the love of people, and that's the most important thing for me. What I got it over here is the love, and everybody loves. I don't have a. We have. They come and get what they want from me, and then they go to the store and get rest of the stuff. But they do come. I'm part of the community. I'm so proud. Some kids which are, I told them to, it's always I love to these. I feel these children are my children. I always have that pain, and I always tell them. And some of them who learn something, and they come to me and they tell them, "Sir, MJ, you told me that thing, and I learned from there, and now I'm doing this and this." So I feel proud on that. These children need little bit of we help them and shape them. They can do any and everything. And same thing is the same thing I always tell my children. You can be anyone. Nobody can stop you. There's no race can stop you, or that you are this and this. It's only you. You can go. You can do any and everything. It's the only thing you have to do. As long you work hard and you do, and God will help you to make the way. So I'm so blessed. I've been here. I raised my children over here, and they come and they work with me. We blessing of God. I could say there's nothing else I could say. I'm so blessed. Thank God from all the love of the people of that shop and what they gave me. And I earned, that's it. Over there, so 20 years, almost is my 20 years now. So I've spent more time even with people all day from morning to here evening with people over here at the store. Even not that much time even my home, but with the people. So everybody knows that in my store we love to have a conversation. We do chat all day morning. People come and we have thing going on. There's nothing. There's no boundaries. I make jokes to them. They respect me. They love to me, and we talk about all day, from old school to all the children, and it's a blessing. So I always say this is a we are so blessed to be here with the part of the community, and I wish everybody still. I always tell them this new generation, kids, parents, if spend a little bit more time with the children and give them some little bit help at the home when they come from school, or teach them basic principle of life, they can be so successful children from here. So only thing is parents need to step up and do a little bit work with children, and then teachers can do more help. But if we don't do help at the school for the children, and when they come back from school, that is very tough for the children. And they are so beautiful, so innocent. We can shape them anywhere, but we need to help them as a leader to teach them the basic principle of life. The basic principle of life. If you know that, you can. If your foundation is good, you can do any and everything. So I hope and pray these people do a little bit work with the children at the home, and that's my. I feel that pain because right now what's going on, all these things are going on. It's only because of that the parents are not doing their part.
Right,
So
right.
if parents stand up and do their part, these same children, we were the best athletes. What's going on? What's going on now? Why we are nowhere now? Not we are not athletes anymore. We don't have no football. We don't have no basketball. We don't have kids are not going to ground. Instead of that, they're doing some other stuff. So this is where we're missing. So if something is missing, there's nobody else going to come from outside and going to do anything for us. It's only us. Us as a parents, we need to take care of our like we used to be. The next door children, they're your children too. So watch them too and help them too. So try to tell them. So this is we have to just stand up as a parents, everybody has to community need to stand up and watch these things. Otherwise, we are going nowhere, because when our youth is not doing good, this youth whole, so we cannot go nowhere. So only thing is, which I always tell, always we have big conversation, in the school. Nobody school, whatever they do, they cannot do good until they don't have basic help from the home. So if they get the help from home, when the kids come and we help them a little bit, what you did, what's the homework, what you did, you need some help. If they need some help, I remember when I was, because I got education in Pakistan, this whole system was different. I used to bring my son from Sterlington to Sir Chris, help him in the math. Miss Nail used to help my kids. She helped always. She did it. My son was in spelling bee in Sterlington. Miss Tatton helped how to pronounce, how to do this, do this, do this. I used to bring kids over here. Mr. Henry Cotton, when started that the ACT test program, I bring my son from Sterlington to take that classes, and Mr. Henry Cotton helped me because I don't know the system. He helped me how to do that, and he told me that this kid can. And same thing, he did such a beautiful score. He from Sterlington, I used to bring him over here to get help over here in Bastrop because I knew everybody here. So they helped me. So Sir Henry Cotton helped me to. My son did 29, 30. He could have been gone anywhere, any school, but he wanted to go back to Philadelphia. So right now he's in Temple University, thank God. But they help over here. So the only thing with parents, if we don't know, there's somebody who can help. Teachers will help too. If you just go and tell, I always used to go to my teachers of my kids and tell them, please help my son, or if you don't know anything, please help me, because we don't know the system of over here, but all completely different. So they used to. So as a parent, if we stand up and we do, because that's what we need to do right now. That's the only thing we're missing over here. So we have to have, even I always tell as a parents, if we stand up and help this little generation, even we state some kids and make them, these kids can be the president, these kids can be the CEO, these kids go anywhere. They are so smart. But only thing we need to help them to learn the basics. If they don't learn the basics, so that's where we're missing. That's the only thing we're missing. We used to, if you guys, all of you guys remember back in days, how strong we used to take kids to the games, to sports. Now, there's nobody even want to take kids to sports, and even kids don't go to the sports.
Right.
So now we don't. So that's why we cannot make no team. We cannot make kids don't learn. So sports is not just that they're gonna be a football or some basketball. That's a message of life. How to live in life, how to lose, how to gain, how when you lose something, how to gain it back, how to protect. So how to work with all the group, how to live with everybody. And now somebody says something to you when we were kids, or you guys all know, we used to have some words or with somebody, we used to have some words or maybe some fight, but next day we guys used to be together, playing a game together. It's not now you say something to somebody, and what next thing is that he pulled up a gun and he start shooting to them. So he said this to me.
Right. And MJ, we want to take a commercial break, because that's what I want to get into with you about. You've been 19 years, and like you say, you see 3-4 generations coming to your store. You were here when the store when basketball was prominent with like you say, with sports and championships and the whole round. You came into a place and you fell in love with it, and at the same time you came into it when it was at its height, and you seen it fall. I want to know how that has affected MJ's Mart, going from being a part owner of a franchise and now owning it. How has that really affected you from a business aspect? And we want to continue with your conversation about how you feel about the demise of the city you fell in love with, coming from Pakistan, Strop City. We'll be right back after this commercial break with MJ, Mr. Muhammad, Jovindha, when we return after this intermission.
Immerse 360 Podcasts focuses on uplifting rural and urban areas and dire conditions with no solutions by shedding light on pioneers, athletes, and political figures who have made an impression on Northeast Louisiana and surrounding areas. Immerse understands the social and civic needs to love, learn, live, and laugh. So tap in every Sunday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. on all social networks and platforms. Always remember, Immerse 360.
Welcome back to Immerse Podcast 360. This portion of the show is being brought to you by Involved Social Civic Club and Brachelle Family Insurance Agency. We're still here with our friend and dear friend who fell in love with us, Mr. Muhammad Jovindha, a.k.a. MJ. MJ's Mart. MJ, when we left before the intermission, you were sharing your feelings about the city you fell in love with and how it just torn you apart to see it demise, and people don't know the love that you have for people and the people have for you, as it's showing with this podcast and the reception you're getting. MJ, how do you feel about when you first came here, basketball was prominent, and to see it all slowly crumble down? Kind of continue with us of what you were saying.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking. The things were so same just 19, 20 years back. Everything was so different. But now, what happened now? What's going on now? Where we went wrong? Something happened. We are the same people living over here, but there's something happened. The gap, which is in these 10, 15 years, that's where we have to figure it out. Only reason what I see is same thing. We having young parents, and the young parents not even giving respect to even their parents, and they're becoming the parents, and then they have the children. So those children not learning nothing from the parents. So that's where completely what I feel is, as I'm a parent, I have 3 children, and as I've been telling, I have 20 years old, I have 16 years old, and I have 11 years old. So my part, what I was supposed to do, I did that. So first thing is that to fix my home, and then I can go and take care of the rest. But as a part of the community, I've been here, so I feel that pain. It's not for me. It's nothing that I'm just doing a business over. I'm living with all these people. I live with them every single day. For me, it's not just I'm making something. No, I'm blessed. With living with these, I've made my living, but still, I feel the pain. I feel everything what everybody else do over here, because I don't feel that I'm an outsider. I'm the part of the family, so I feel the pain, because this is what is going on now. We have to get up, and we have to, instead of only thing, whatever thing is this, nobody going to come from outside and fix these problems. There's nobody. If you think there's going to be state going to come, or there's going to be Washington going to come, or there's going to be somebody, no, it's only us, people who are inside here, people who living in, only we can fix it, and we have to do it. If we don't do it, you have to do it. Don't say, everybody says it's not what I have to do with that. No, we have to think about the generation to come. It's nothing that everybody think about his life, and this is nothing to do with me. No, we have to, for the next generation who has to come, we have to, if it's not right now, we have to fix it, so at least the next generation who come, there will be something better for them to live over here. So that's what I feel always, and it hurts me. It really hurts me seeing all these children, all this. And everybody knows I've been here such a long time. All these little kids who passed away, and going to their funeral, and their parents and their moms, and all this. I feel them just like my children. Losing a child is nothing. I know, because I have children. So even children is in pain, so seeing that pain and losing a children, nobody can imagine. So we are facing those kind of things, which are even in Chicago or in Bronx, or they are in big cities, and with our small city where everything was so beautiful, now we're becoming in such a violent city. So for that, I feel like, this is, as a parent, we need to stand up. As a neighbors, we need to stand up. We need to stand up as a community, and to help these children and reshape this whole gap which is there, to turn these children back to the real life. Instead of, I feel that, so I don't know how everybody need to get up and do some help to the children, and tell them in the school, help them in the school. After that, they come, we need to take them kids back to the real activities. All these parks, there used to be games. We need to, instead of people don't go to park anymore. If this park, I don't want to take no names, but this is go there, this is happening there, this happening there. So we need to make sure this park are safe for the children, where we don't have to fear that I'm not going to send my children. Nowadays, you said, no, but you go to school, come back home, and stay home. No outside.
Right, right,
So,
right. And
so
MJ, I want to, because I tell people when I was getting ready to ask you about the interview, I'm like, MJ has a say so in this thing of 19 years, and I want you to share with your thoughts with the school system, how this affected you as a business when you had the school next to you, which is Morehouse Elementary now, versus when it was the junior high, how you had more traffic with the youngsters, and how consolidation in the structure of the school system, how has that personally affected your business from a monetary standpoint, MJ?
it affected me big time. From when it was a junior high school, it was all them kids used to come from here and used to go to the school, and when they used to get out from the school, they used to come through from store and then used to go back to everybody home. So since that was the only, now it's not even the business part of the thing. I don't feel even that was right to put in the middle school with the high school. Even if I have a daughter or kid going in middle school and he's going to go with the high school kids, so that's a big difference. That was totally wrong, which I feel, and now putting elementary, all them all over here in this one school and put all that. So that was it did hurt my business. It did hurt very much my business, because all my business all these years was only on this, as everybody knows, right? There was no beer, no liquor involved. So all my business was only with these children. So
Right.
when they took this whole thing out, so I was completely left out, because there was nobody comes. I used to have in the morning, almost whole school kids used to walk through from everywhere, used to come from there, go to school, and then when they're getting out, they used to be, there was a part of the life. They used to go from here, go to school, come back, go from there, and then go back right, left, and everywhere. So, but that did hurt me, but still, thank God I did. I worked more hours. I said, okay, that's the only way to survive. To work more, I do. Everybody know I did work 7 days a week. I did work 16 hours a day. I did by myself. Sometime when it was dead, so it did hurt me. Actually, closing that hole, because I was the right in front of the school. That was my thing, was with the kids. So they took all that away from me, but I still said, if that's the willing of God, so that's, I cannot do nothing. So whatever is for me, they will come and I will get that. So, but since this elementary school is there, so now they straight go into the school and they drop them in the school and they take them out from the school. So I'm just right in front of the school, but actually business-wise, it's completely, my business is gone. Most of the middle school, which all the time it was this Morehouse Junior School, so that did hurt me. That's the truth, sir.
Yes, MJ, and that's why it was essential that I got you on the podcast, because anything I've ever asked you done personally when it comes to the kids, when we was doing football camps with Talans, and whatever we've done with the kids, I come to you, MJ. I did raffles when I was coaching basketball, baseball team. You did gas vouchers, $25, $50 free gas if they want. I mean, it's endless for the things that I know personally that you've done for me for over 12 years personally. Just the things that you donated and done, and the advertisement you done for me. And that's why I wanted to give you your flowers, MJ, because of 19 years you've been here. You saw the meal leave. You're on the side of town where you really don't have a lot of business, but you have sustained and you're still with us. And I know you love the city because you're always inquiring about what's going on. Because if I come in here, man, what's going on? What happened? I may not know, but you're trying to find out, because I know it hurts you to see kids that you get a relationship with, or people in general, and you find out they get killed. They were just in your store the night before or that morning, then later they die. And I know it affects you because, like you say, you have so much traffic and generations coming in your store. You have no choice but to have love for this city. But MJ, we're glad that you dropped through and shared those jewels and gems and showed your passion about the city. Before we let you go, MJ, we want to know from the heart, what do MJ Muhammad Jovindha think is going to take from a businessman standpoint, from what you've seen, is going to take for this city to get back to the prominence that you fell in love with?
To get back, definitely, until we don't bring more jobs in the city, all the jobs that we had all gone. So city need to, whatever the officials are, I don't know how it's gonna be or what they need to do. We need to bring something in the city. We need to bring some more jobs in the city because until we don't have jobs, these kids who are every day, so only one option we have a DG food. Other than DG food, but what else? All these kids can go anywhere. So we need to, there's I know there's a lot of things they can do. How difficult, whatever offer they have to give to some big companies, whatever incentive they have to give. There's states involved, all that. They can bring some big company. We are right. We have a train on that side. We are I-20 on that side. We are not that far, so can. We need to bring some business in the town, which bring the jobs in the town. With the more jobs, there's more opportunities for these kids. So then we'll have this pressure out rather than now the kids are saying, "What I'm gonna do? I have nothing else to do. I cannot work." Half of them can go to the foster farm, and half of them working over. Only option is DG food. What's left in the town? So what else? Everybody, I know, and you guys know, half of them are gone to Texas or everywhere else. Always even there's nothing left over here. So for that is for whatever it takes, we need to bring some business in the town where we have more businesses, and we need to other things. Same thing as to bring the business, we have to keep our environment safe. Where the business comes and they say this is a safe place. Our school system has to be upgraded. Our school grades need to be upgraded. If you next time you tell me the school board make a decision, school board taking decision to put elementary also in batch of high because we have to keep the running there. We need to keep the funds. We don't care what's the education or what's going to affect the life of the children, but we're going to put everybody in one school, close everything else. But we're going to keep running our jobs. We ever heard anybody from school board says, okay, we're stepping down or we have this expense, we will take that down, but we keep the school open? No. We keep shut down the school, we put children, everybody in one box, okay, put everybody in one box, but we want to keep our jobs. So if you worry about the children, if you worry about the future of the children, you have to give them basic and right education, and you have to keep them the way it is. Every way it's elementary, it's middle, it's high. But we are west of Louisiana. We said no. We want to put so next year. Then put everybody in one school. Then shut down all other elementary school too, and say this is only school. You sit down outside and sit under the trees. Classes under the trees. Classes under the shades. Okay, we should put them sheds over there, and that's the age. Pre-K and do that. So we are not even those people who are making those decisions. I hope and pray, I don't know what kind of theory they have that putting all these children together over there. That don't make sense, and we need to work on that, and we need to bring some more jobs so where these children can go. And I hope and pray that rest parents do their job and watch their children, guide them in the beginning. If you don't stop, you don't have children, so you let them go. Then you cannot stop them. So it's the only time for you to stop or teach a children when he's a little. You have to tell him this is yes, this is no, this is you do, this is you don't do. When they learn that, that's it. This is nothing. They'll be so beautiful. So teach them and love everybody, watch everybody, respect everybody. Everybody is nobody is your enemy, and don't think I don't care. Care about your neighbor, care about your family, care about your parents. So just do that. We will be a better place. We will be a better nation, and these children will be more successful going everywhere. We have so beautiful children who are doing good. They're from here. They not came from nowhere else. From here, we have such a beautiful children who I'm so proud of them who are doing so good. So only thing is the parents need to stand up for the children, and we need to stand up to watch the whole community and the city officials of whatever they need to do to bring some jobs from somewhere, give them some big company, some incentives. We're not going to take taxes or we're not going to give free water, free electric, whatever, but bring businesses over here and bring the city back. And we hope and pray God help us, and God only help. First thing is we need to do work and pray from God, then God help. Or if we don't do nothing, and they say God, if you go fishing, then you go and get the fish. Like I'm at the store and I said I'm gonna get fish, but I'm not gonna get no fish until I go to fish pond. The same thing, we have to try, work hard, and pray from God. When you go and put your bait in the water, God is the one who brings you fish from the water. So, but you have to go to the water. So that's what we need to do, and I hope and pray God help us and God help all these children, which I'm worried about more. And I'm already done. I'm working, as I told you, live well. Children that are out. One is in university, the other one is going to be in next year. She's going to be in. So they're going to be gone. But I want to be still. I feel the pain, and I love the people. I love everybody. People know, children know. You can fake anything, but the children, you cannot fake with them. They know, so they give me respect. They love me just because of that. They feel that there's a love they're getting. So I hope and pray, and I love the whole Strop City, and I keep loving, but I'm still praying, and I still want all your guys to stand up and help all these children. Help them, stop them if they're doing anything wrong. Stop them now. Stop them now. Tell them, son, daughter, this is wrong. You're not supposed to do that. So please do that, and we will be back, and the city will be back. Our athletes will be back. We will have beautiful city again. But first thing is that we need to do ourselves right, and when we do that, we can make this whole thing right.
Right. And MJ, I can hear it in your voice, and man, once again, I want to tell you we greatly appreciate you stopping through. We appreciate everything you've done for Strop City, the service you gave us for 19 years. And MJ, if there's anything that Emerge 360 can do, because I owe you much favors, MJ, anything I can do for you to help you with your business, and we're going to help each other advertise as we always do. We here to help you, MJ, and we wish you the best on all your endeavors. And I know you got to get back to the store, get ready to close that thing down in a couple more hours. But MJ, hang in there, man, and we appreciate you for choosing Strop City to love, bro.
Thank you. So nice of you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that, sir. I love you, sir.
Love you too, MJ. I'm your host, Maserati. We want to thank MJ Muhammad Jovindha, our own MJ. We all love him. Shout out to y'all for stopping through tonight. That's been a great show for Pioneer Wednesday. We want to thank you for tuning in. This has been brought to you by Involved Social and Civic Club and Stepping Stones, LLC of Jonesboro, Louisiana. Until next time, y'all stay encouraged. Y'all stay involved. And most of all, y'all stay immersed. We out of this thing.
Positive journey. Everybody stand up for positivity.
All my big dogs want you stand up. All my street goons want you stand up. If you white collar, give me stand up. If you get it independent, stand up. Now all my big boss chicks stand up. Now all my keep it good chicks stand up. Now if you get it how you live, stand up. Nice whip on crib, stand up. I keep my fist in the air, cause I don't care. Look hard till I die, I'ma try to get you up out of there. Most high, watch out for him, cause big bro in these streets. I share my life when I talk behind these beats. A 318 rider, standing on top of the South. It's your boy PJ, I told you what that boot life all about. Still let it folk. I had to finish and let the sun hit it from the city full of hustlers, born and raised, go get it. Stop to the hustler, stay connected to the muscle. It's red, black, and